Hi, if you're listening to this, I guess it's time we officially meet. My name is Maya, and no, I wasn't born speaking perfect English. Actually, I wasn't even born in an English-speaking country. I'm from France. Yes, croissants, coffee, fashion, and people who pretend they don't speak English even when they do. I grew up in a small town near Lyon. My world was simple. French school, French friends, French TV, French everything. English was just that subject at school that nobody really took seriously. To be honest, I hated it at first. English felt strange in my mouth. The pronunciation was weird. The spelling made no sense. Why is though not pronounced the way it looks? Who decided this? And in class, I was shy, very shy. The first time my teacher asked me to read out loud, my voice literally shook. I mispronounced half the words. My classmates laughed. I laughed too. But inside, I felt small. And that moment could have been the end of my English story. But it wasn't. Because one day, something changed. I discovered YouTube. I remember sitting in my room, headphones on, watching random American vloggers. I didn't understand everything, maybe 30%. But I was fascinated. The way they spoke, the confidence, the energy. And I told myself something very simple. I want to understand this world. Not just pass an exam, not just get good grades. I wanted to understand movies without subtitles. I wanted to sing songs and actually know what I was singing. I wanted to travel and not feel lost. I wanted freedom. So I started practicing alone, not in a fancy way, no expensive courses, no private tutors, just consistency. I watched videos every day. I repeated sentences out loud. I paused. I copied accents. I spoke to myself in the mirror like a crazy person. Sometimes my mom would pass by my room and ask, "Who are you talking to?" And I would say, "My future." It sounds dramatic, I know, but it's true. I made mistakes, a lot of them. I once told someone, "I am boring," when I meant, "I am bored." Very different meaning. Very embarrassing moment. But instead of quitting, I became curious. Why is it I am bored and not I am boring? Why do native speakers connect words so fast? Why does my accent sound so heavy? That curiosity changed everything. I stopped studying English like a subject. I started living it. I changed my phone language to English. I followed English pages. I read simple books. I listened to podcasts while walking. And little by little, something magical happened. I stopped translating in my head. English stopped being foreign. It started becoming mine. The real breakthrough came when I decided to speak, even when I was scared. I joined online speaking groups. My heart was racing before every session. I would prepare sentences in advance. Sometimes I would freeze in the middle of a sentence. But every time I survived a conversation, I felt stronger. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after surviving fear. Years passed, and one day someone told me, "Your English is really good. How did you learn?" That question changed my life. Because I realized I didn't just learn English. I built discipline. I built courage. I built a new identity. So I started helping friends. At first, it was just small tips, pronunciation tricks, study routines, confidence advice. Then it became something bigger. People started asking me for lessons, and I thought, maybe this is not just a skill. Maybe this is my mission. Today, I teach English, but not just grammar. I teach confidence. I teach people how to speak without apologizing for their accent. I teach people that you don't need to be perfect to start, because I wasn't perfect. I was the shy girl who was afraid to read one paragraph out loud. And now, I can record this. I can speak to you. I can build this community. And if you're listening right now thinking, "My English is bad," let me tell you something honestly. It's not bad. It's just untrained. Language is not talent. It's repetition. It's messy practice. It's embarrassing moments. It's showing up even when your voice shakes. So if you're here on this channel, I want you to feel safe. No judgment, no pressure, no fake perfection, just real progress. We will improve together. We will laugh at mistakes. We will build confidence step by step. And one day, someone will ask you, "How did your English become so good?" And you'll smile, because you'll know the answer. It started with a decision. Thank you for being here. Welcome to our journey. And this is just the beginning.